Hello everyone. This video is part of my college assignment. In today's video, I'll be explaining about production function. So let's get started. My name is Nishtha Jariwala. My class is FYBCom. I study in S.D.J in International College. My division is C, roll number 317. What is production function? In economics, a production function gives the technological relation between quantities of physical inputs and quantities of output of goods. The production function is one of the key concepts of mainstream neoclassical theories, used to define marginal product and to distinguish allocative efficiency, a key focus of economics. One important purpose of the production function is to address allocative efficiency in the use of factor inputs in production and the resulting distribution of income to those factors, while abstracting away from the technological problems of achieving technical efficiency, as an engineer or professional manager might understand it. What is theory of production function? In general, economic output is not a function of input, because any given set of inputs can be used to produce a range of outputs. To satisfy the mathematical definition of a function, a production function is customarily assumed to specify the maximum output obtainable from a given set of inputs. The production function therefore describes a boundary or frontier representing the limit of output obtainable from each feasible combination of an input. Assuming that maximum output is obtained from given inputs allows economists to abstract away from technological and managerial problems associated with realizing such a technical maximum, and to focus exclusively on the problem of allocative efficiency associated with the economic choice of how much of a factor input to use or the degree to which one factor may be substituted for another. In the production function itself, the relationship of output to inputs is non-monetary. That is, a production function relates physical inputs to a physical outputs, and price and costs are not reflected in the function. Let us specify the production function. A production function can be expressed in a functional form as the right side of where q is equal to f bracket x1, x2, x3 till xn, where the q is the quantity of output and x1, x2, x3 till xn are the quantities of factor inputs such as capital, labor, land or raw materials. Let us understand production function as a graph. A typical production function is shown in the following diagram under the assumption of a single variable input. All points above the production function are unobtainable with current technology. All points below are technically feasible, and all points on the function show the maximum quantity of output obtainable at the specified level of usage of the input. From point A to point C, the firm is experiencing positive but decreasing marginal returns to variable input. As additional units of inputs are employed, output increases but at a decreasing rate. Point B is the point beyond which there are diminishing average returns as shown by the declining slope of average physical product curve beyond point Y. Point B is just tangent to the steepest ray from origin, hence the average physical product is at a maximum. Beyond point B, mathematical necessity requires that the marginal curve must be below the average curve. Let us begin with stages of production function. To simplify the interpretation of a production function, it is common to divide its range into three stages. In stage 1, the variable input is being used with increasing output per unit, the latter reaching a maximum at a point B. Because the output per unit of the variable input is improving throughout stage 1, a price-taking firm will always operate beyond this stage. In stage 2, output increases at a decreasing rate and the average and marginal physical product both decline. However, the average product of fixed inputs is still rising because output is rising while fixed input usage is constant. In this stage, the employment of additional variable input increases the output per unit of fixed input but decreases the output per unit of the variable input. The optimum input-output combination for the price-taking firm will be in stage 2. Although a firm facing a downward sloped demand curve might find it most profitable to operate in stage 2, in stage 3, too much variable input is being used relative to the available fixed inputs. Variable inputs are overutilized in the sense that their presence on the margin obstructs the production process rather than enhancing it. The output per unit of both the fixed and the variable input declines throughout the stage. At the boundary between stage 2 and stage 3, the highest possible output is being obtained from the fixed input. There are 4 types of production function: short run period, long run period, fixed input, and variable input. The practice of production function. The theory of the production function depicts the relation between physical outputs of a production process and physical inputs. The practical application of production functions is obtained by valuing the physical outputs and inputs by their prices. The economic value of physical output minus the economic value of physical inputs is the income generated by the production processes. By keeping the prices fixed between 2 periods under review, we get the income change generated by the change of the production function. This is the principle how the production function is made a practical concept that is measurable and understandable in practical situations. I hope you found the information in this video useful. Thank you very much and have a nice day.